What if I told you that Blood of My Blood has completely shifted its tone, moving away from secret romances and whispered love stories into something much darker, much heavier, and far more political? Right now, the fate of the MacKenzies feels like it hangs by a thread, and the choices being made could either elevate this family or destroy them completely. This latest chapter pulled us right into that storm, and the next one promises to be even more intense. Murda finally reached his breaking point, and it wasn't pretty. Watching him lash out at Brian was brutal, but behind that anger was heartbreak that's been building for a long time. When he admitted that he could understand why Ellen and Brian fell for each other, but could never forgive Brian for keeping it hidden, it revealed just how deep the wound goes. This wasn't just jealousy, it was betrayal from the person he trusted most. And yet, buried in his fury, you could still see that he respected their love even though it destroyed him. But what really left me shaking my head was how reckless they all were. Talking about Ellen out in the open, knowing Lord Lovat and his men were right there in the same building, was beyond careless. It was a disaster waiting to happen. And of course, it led us straight into the explosive Jacobite meeting that will define everything moving forward. Inside that meeting, the MacKenzies were torn apart. Dougal threw himself into the rebellion, pledging support and money without hesitation, while Colum froze, afraid of the cost to his family. It was the same old story. Dougal blinded by his passion, Colum paralyzed by fear, and Ellen once again forced to clean up the mess. She came there hoping to pull her brother back before he ruined them all, but instead she watched as he recklessly tied the MacKenzie name and fortune to a cause that could destroy them. And while all this chaos was unfolding, Ellen and Brian couldn't keep away from each other. In the middle of the meeting, in plain sight, they embraced like no one else mattered. I get that they're in love, but the carelessness is mind-blowing. That moment sealed their fate. Now Dougal knows the truth, and he won't stand by Ellen. Worse still, Lord Lovat wasted no time in sending word to Malcolm Grant, who was already obsessed with Ellen. The scandal is out, suspicion is spreading, and Ellen's entire reputation and safety are crumbling before our eyes. What we're heading into next is nothing short of a nightmare for her. And if last week's devastating birth scene was difficult to watch, then what's coming for Ellen will be even harder. Meanwhile, Henry was preparing to walk away from it all, desperate to leave this world behind. But the Grants don't let anyone slip away so easily. His farewell to his brother Buddy was heartbreaking enough, but then we saw him drifting into yet another tired storyline. The broken man who falls into the arms of someone trying to fix him. The woman at the brothel clearly cares for him, but when Julia is right there, waiting unknowingly in the wings, it's hard not to feel frustrated. That whole "I can fix him" trope is wearing thin, and Henry deserves more than being trapped in another doomed romance. Still, Henry ends up playing a key role in Ellen's unraveling. He's the one who delivers the crushing news that her chastity will be publicly questioned. It links their fates in an unexpected way. Two lost souls bound by the same sense of hopelessness. Ellen sees Henry's pain. Henry recognizes her despair, and that shared suffering builds a bond that may push him back toward Julia. And that's where things get really exciting. Julia just uncovered the letters. She knows Henry is alive. Their reunion is finally within reach, and next week promises to give us the moment fans have been waiting for. But there's a devastating twist. Julia is now Lord Lovat's wife, and he has his sights set on making her son the future ruler of Scotland. That means when Julia and Henry find each other again, they'll be faced with the most impossible decision of their lives. Stay with their child under Lovat's control, or leave him behind forever. For now, the focus stays on Ellen and Brian, whose recklessness has turned their love story into a full-blown scandal. The walls are closing in, the danger is real, and the fallout is about to hit with full force. And if this episode proved anything, it's that no one, not Ellen, not Brian, not even the MacKenzies themselves, will walk away unscathed. If you're just as hooked as I am on where Blood of My Blood is heading, make sure you stick around for my weekly breakdowns. And if you're ready to dive deeper, the video on your screen right now is one you won't want to miss.